Welcome to MetalGodsTV with Mick The Beard.
Ryan from Blitzkrieg.
Hi man, how are you doing?
I'm doing alright. You played, you were last off last night, weren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great gig. It was, great atmosphere. The crew on the stage were brilliant. They just kind of got everything just right for us, and it was amazing. So everything went off really, really well. And it was a good gig.
Yeah, I mean, to say it was so late, and everybody on the Thursday night actually really goes for it and gets absolutely hammered. There's still a lot in there.
There was quite a lot of people in there, and there was a lot of people hammered as well. It was, hey, whatever, But it was cool, and it was well organised, So first night, you're kind of hoping everything goes smoothly, and it did. And so that's cool.
Yeah, and you've got a sort of back catalogue to go through. I mean, is there any songs that you leave out and fans say, "Oh, you've got to put that back in" or anything like that?
Yeah, you're always going to get that. But I mean, last night we were only allocated an hour, and we normally play an hour and a half, plus encores. So last night we only got the chance to do an hour, and we didn't get to do an encore because of the show being half an hour late.
Yeah.
But so we had to cut everything down. But this year, because it's the 30th anniversary of the first album, every gig that we do this year, we're playing the entire Time of Changes album. So we do that first, and then we fill up the rest of the set with songs from the rest of the albums. But yeah, you're always going to have someone say, "Oh, you didn't do whatever, you didn't do Nocturnal Vision, or you didn't do, The Wraith or whatever." You're always going to have that, and try as you might, there's always going to be somebody say, "Oh, you didn't do this." We'd be on all night if we played every song.
You would, yeah. You would. I mean, someone who'll pick some really obscure track off an album as well, and
Yes.
way back and say, "Why are you playing that?" I think, well, we never have,
Exactly, but I mean, the thing was, last night we played a couple of songs, because we're doing the Time of Changes album, we did a couple of songs that we haven't actually played live since 1981. So, on this tour, we've now done about 4 dates, and the actual song, A Time of Changes, it's a firm favourite of mine, but we haven't actually played that since 1981, and it's nice to actually play it, and it's nice to see that people are really getting down to it, and they really want us to play these songs, being the first album. So, yeah.
I suppose you sort of play it and you think, why haven't we done it sooner,
Exactly. I mean, why haven't we done it before now? It's because really we've got so many. I mean, to be honest, I've no idea how many albums I've done. I think it's about 14 or 15, but that includes the 2 Satan albums as well. But when you've got that amount of albums, and there's on average 12, 13 songs on every album, how do you choose which ones to leave out? And it's hard. And sometimes when you're out on tour pretty constantly, you never get the chance to change anything. So there was one point, for 5 years we played the same set, because we were out all of the time. We never got the chance to drop this out and bring this one in. And A Time of Changes was always one of those songs we intended to bring in, but never got round to doing it. So when we had to do it for the 30th anniversary, it was great. And I am so pleased that we have, because everybody's saying how much they enjoyed the song, because I mean, that is a personal favourite of mine. We're doing Hell to Pay as well, which was the last song that me and Jim wrote together back in 1981. So it's nice to do those songs again, dust them off and bring them out,
Yeah. So where are you going from here? Are you continuing with the tour?
Yeah, I mean, we've got some dates coming up. We're doing a few more dates around the UK. We've got Headbangers Open Air in Germany, which we're doing. I'm doing with Satan and Blitzkrieg, so that should be interesting. We're negotiating at the moment. Our manager Jess is negotiating a South American tour as well, and a North American tour. Satan are out pretty much all the time as well, so it's busy.
So it's going to be a case of when you go, hello, hang on, where are we?
Am I with Blitzkrieg or Satan tonight? Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping that doesn't happen. It hasn't so far, so.
And finally, have you got a message for the guys watching MetalGodsTV out there?
Yeah, I mean, thanks for your support throughout the years. It really means a lot to me. And, both in Blitzkrieg and Satan, keep rocking. Do not give up. Do not turn your back on heavy metal. Stay with it. It really is worth it. And, for all the young bands out there, do not give up, because the future of heavy metal lies with you, not with me. I'm just doing what I do. I'm over 60 years old. I'm just doing it until I die. That's cool. Just keep going. Do not give up.
Brilliant, mate. Thanks very much. Nice meeting you.
Cheers, man.
May God have mercy on your soul.